Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today we continue to build decks around the new legendary creatures from Bloomborough. Last week we ended by building decks around some of the monsters that terrorize Three Tree City. But today we're looking at the heroes. Well, maybe anti-hero. Squirrels are cute, but we all know they have world domination in mind. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Camelia the Seedmiser is a 3-mana 3/3 legendary squirrel warlock with Menace, who also gives other squirrels we control Menace. Whenever we sacrifice one or more foods, we create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. We may pay 2 and forage to put a +1/+1 counter on each other squirrel we control. To forage, we either exile 3 cards from our graveyard or sacrifice a food. So, we're a squirrel deck, but we also want some food generators in order to forage and make our squirrel army enormous. Do not underestimate squirrels, dear listener. After all, remember what they did to Emrakul. But despite us sacrificing food, we're not an aristocrats deck. I wanted a mostly budget-friendly deck, but several of the cards from Bloomborough are pre-ordering at fairly high prices. I doubt Camelia will still be $10 in a month or two, though, so hopefully this deck will be a lot cheaper by then. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. Years before this channel was sponsored by Ultimate Guard, they were always my #1 choice when it comes to sleeves or deck boxes. Pick up Ultimate Guard products at your local game store, or order them on Amazon. Link down below. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. By the way, I'm taking a break from streaming for a bit while I get a couple of projects handled, but I do intend to keep streaming in the future. So if you'd like to come hang out and chat, make sure you're subscribed to either my Twitch channel or my other YouTube channel, Musings by Danon. For lands, we're running Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Undergrowth Stadium, Woodland Cemetery, Woodland Chasm, Haunted Mire, Tainted Wood, Llanowar Wastes, Darkboar Pathway, Necroblossom Snarl, Temple of Malady, Golgari Rot Farm, The Shire, Mudflat Village, Oak Hollow Village, Bajuka Bog, 9 Swamps, and 12 Forests. Fairly budget-friendly. We could have gone for cheaper lands, but with how expensive some of the Bloomborough cards are pre-ordering for, I went for a slightly higher budget to match that energy. For mana ramp, we're running Thornvault Forager, Tireless Provisioner, Gilded Goose, Knight of the Sweet's Revenge, Return from the Wilds, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, 3 Visits, Rampant Growth, Farseek, Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, and Skyshroud Claim. A good mix of staples and thematic cards. For card advantage, we have Bone Cache Overseer, Curious Forager, Osteomancer Adept, Toski Bearer of Secrets, Treetop Sentinels, Cash Grab, Phyrexian Processor, Deadly Dispute, Village Rites, Plumb the Forbidden, and Shamanic Revelation. Pretty straightforward. For spot removal, we're running Baked into a Pie, Assassin's Trophy, Paw Patch Formation, Beast Within, Return to Nature, Putrefy, The Eldest Reborn, Breathe Your Last, Hero's Downfall, Golgari Charm, and Death Sprout. A good mix of permanent removal. To reset the board, we're running Toxic Deluge, Crippling Fear, and Kindred Dominance. Gotta love those one-sided board wipes. The core of our deck consists of Chatterfang Squirrel General, Deep Forest Hermit, Dray Keeper, Nut Collector, Ravenous Squirrel, Scurry Oak, Squirrel Sovereign, Valley Rotcaller, Corpseberry Cultivator, Vine Reap Mentor, Acorn Harvest, Chatter of the Squirrel, Chatterstorm, Chitterspitter, Cloakwood Hermit, Squirrel Nest, and Honored Dray Leader. Supporting our plan, we're running Ivy Lane Denizen, Peregrine Took, Coat of Arms, Witch's Oven, Giant Opportunity, Baker's Bane Duo, and Overrun. Gotta get that food somehow. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp. Right on target. 11 pieces of card advantage. 11 pieces of interaction. 3 board wipes. 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Bajuka Bog and Return to Nature. 1 Sudden Eye win card in Coat of Arms. Coat of Arms is a double-edged sword, but we should have more squirrels than our opponents have dinosaurs or dragons. Just in case, cast Kindred Dominance first, but otherwise, it shouldn't matter. Once we have enough squirrels, with our commander also giving them all menace, we should be able to overwhelm our opponents and make them succumb to our chittering doom. Now, I avoided making this deck an Aristocrats deck, and I also avoided putting in token doublers, because those are expensive. They start at $40 and go up from there. I do believe that this deck will eventually be close to $100, but we'll have to wait a month or so for prices to settle down. Are you building a Camelia the Seedmiser commander deck? What direction are you taking the deck? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made, or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Sean, Mark, Borgie, Nazwin, Midge, Alex, Conga, Aaron, Chris, Robert, Austin, William, Pye, Turner, Triz, Kazaris, and Slack. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.